guys, welcome back. So I was tagged to do this tag and I think I'm gonna do it, even though, just forewarning you, this tag may originally have been intended to be kind of fun, but I feel like this is gonna be a pretty serious video. This is something that was created by Emma from Emma Books in honor of Adam Silvera, as they both die at the end, and this is the end day book tag. So if you guys aren't familiar with the book, it's about these two boys who get a phone call saying that it's their end day, the day that they're gonna die, and it's about how they spend their last day living. So this tag is kind of based around that. It's about your end day, it's about your death. Some pretty heavy stuff, and honestly, it was interesting thinking about what my answers might be. We're gonna give this a try and see how this goes, but I'm just warning you, this is gonna be less of a light video probably. So I was tagged to do this by Rocky over at Blonde with a Book, who is great, so go check out her channel. I will link her down below. Let's do this and see how it goes. Question 1. If you could only read one book on your end day, what book would it be? Okay, so I should preface this by saying that I am a fairly religious person. I'm a Christian, and my faith is something personally that's really important to me. It's not something that I would ever like push on somebody else, but it's a part of who I am, and it's a big part of my life. And when I think about the end of my life and when I think about death, that's just sort of naturally for me what comes up. So when I hear this, I have two thoughts. My first thought is, well, if I was going to read something on the day, my end day, where I know that it's the day I'm going to die, probably that would be the Bible. I think I would find that inspiring and comforting because that's something that's been in my life. The only other thing I could think of would be maybe finding a book to read with one of my kids, to share with them and to really connect with them. And this is the thing. And honestly, this is also the reason I think I didn't connect as much with Adam Silvera's book as a lot of other people did. Yet it is young adult. I am not really a young adult. I have 2 children. I'm in a different part of life. And so when I think about dying, I think about wanting to be with my family. I think about wanting to spend time with my husband and my kids and wanting to just like soak up as much of that, as much of great experiences with them as I can if I had an end day like that. And so I think that was part of why I didn't identify that much with the characters in the book. So yeah, all that to say, that's this is like gonna be an interesting tag to do because you guys, like, I'm just like not the demographic for this, but let's continue and we'll see how this goes. Question 2. If you could spend your end day with one author, who would it be? What would you say to them, and what questions would you ask? Honestly, I don't think I would want to spend my end day with an author. Like, I love books and I like authors, and there are people that would be interesting to meet, but like, the truth is if I knew it was my end day, I would want to be with my family. So if I was talking about an author, maybe like one of my brothers. I have a couple of brothers who have written things that haven't been published yet, but might be, you know, screenplays and things like that. So I guess maybe I could say that, but like, if I'm about to die, I have no interest in spending that precious time that I have left with somebody that I don't really know. That's just like not something I want to do. So yeah. Question 3. What book quote would you choose as your epitaph? Man, that's a really tough one, you guys. I don't really know. Yeah, I'm really bad about quotes from books, so I'm not really sure what it would be. I don't know. Like, if there was some kind of a quote that said something about making the most of your life and loving people around you, I don't really know what that would be. I'm really bad at remembering quotes from books, so I'm not really sure exactly what that would be, but those are sort of the sentiments that I think I would want for an epitaph. It's kind of a dark thing to think about, but yeah. Number 4. Given that you were guaranteed safe travels to and from Where would you like to read for the last time? I don't know that I would want to travel anywhere to read. You guys, my questions on this are like probably so boring. This is such a serious take on this tag, but you know what? I would just probably want to be snuggled up with my kids, reading a book with them or being surrounded by them while I read something. I probably wouldn't spend a lot of time getting into a new book. I would want something that I could read with family around me. Now, I will say this. If we're talking about just like traveling somewhere to spend time, not necessarily to read, I have maybe a better answer for that. Probably if I could travel someplace safely on my last day, honestly, I would probably want to go with my husband and my kids to Disneyland. That would be so fun. If I was my last day, like to be able to spend time just having fun together and making memories and seeing joy with my kids and like spending time chatting with them and having fun with them, like that would probably be the thing I'd want to do. Question 5. What fictional world would you want to spend your end day in, and what would you do? I wouldn't want to spend my end day in a fictional world unless Disneyland is a fictional world, because that could count. That would be fun. It sort of could pull you into fictional worlds in some ways, but I would want to be in this one. I mean, you guys these answers are kind of repetitive, but like, this is just the reality for me of what matters to me in terms of if I was dying, where would I want to spend my time and invest my energy, and that's where it is. If you went to make a moment, what book scene would you want to experience? Okay, so in the book, Make a Moment is this thing where you can like experience a virtual reality version of something. That's kind of a fun question, actually. It might be cool to do something like playing Quidditch in Harry Potter. Something like that would be kind of cool to experience in like a virtual reality thing, or I don't know, walking around the Shire. And those are the kinds of things that would be kind of cool, I suppose. I don't know if that's super exciting, but that would be cool. And finally, question 7. What would be your preferred method of fictional death? I don't know. Probably just sort of like drifting off with family around me or something. I mean, like that's probably for a lot of people not how things actually happen, but if I was gonna pick, that's probably it. Yeah. So this is a really dark tag. Oh my gosh, you guys. Yeah, this is pretty dark. It's like really heavy. And it's funny because when I was watching Rocky's video, because I knew that she had tagged me, I was having a hard time just like listening to all of her answers, because every question she asked, I was like, oh man, that's so heavy. What would I say? What am I gonna say about this? So I thought I would go ahead and do it because it like felt like that. It felt like this really weighty thing, and it's funny because I sort of feel like maybe this wasn't intended to be that way. I don't know, but I would love to hear in the comments down below, those of you who actually decided to watch this, your thoughts on this, if you feel differently, because I don't know how much of this is like a place in life sort of thing, but like for me, I'm just, you know, if it was my last day on earth, I guess maybe because I've done a lot of things that I want to do. I mean, there are still things I want to do, but nothing that I could do in a day. So, you know, I don't know. Yeah, this is a longer discussion. However, yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. If you guys would have similar or different answers, I'd be really curious to hear. But those are my answers to this tag. Sorry if it's pretty heavy. I did warn you at the beginning of the video. Now maybe I need to go make a lighter video. Dude, that's pretty heavy stuff. Yeah. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.